Hello. All set, ready to go. I could just be. I don't know if it's recording or not. Is it recording? Is it recording? I thought. Am I going to be sat here by myself? I thought I'm either going to be sat here by myself talking to myself, or it's actually recording. I just quite liked Tom's little soliloquy last time, so I thought I'd try and match him. And then I realised he might not even be recording. I might just be sat here just chatting. Did I say to you? I can tell I'm looking old now, and I'm getting old, and I'm getting on the wrong side of 30s. Have you seen what someone called me in one of the TikToks from last week?
Did they? No.
Yeah, have you not seen this?
Which one was it? Was it the Everton
I
one?
wish. When I tell you it is, I wish.
He's 45, Eddie Hearn.
I used to have people saying like well, Mata or Gattuso or things like that when I was a bit younger. Anyway, someone in the TikTok comments last week, have you seen this? What they said about me? They said, "Who's that? Dean Gaffney?"
I have no idea who that is.
That's the age of the room there.
Hello and welcome to episode number 13 of the Offsiders Podcast. We've got a lot to talk about. Ash is feeling a bit under the weather, bless him.
I am.
But he's here.
Rallied.
He's grafted.
We're back for episode 13. Unlucky for some. Could it be lucky for us? Make it 7-6 in the quiz today. Fingers crossed.
Not a chance.
Look, let's
also, before we get to the quiz section, I'm just going to let people know now what we're going to do with the quiz is the first team that gets to 10 is going to win the first series of the Offsiders Podcast quiz.
Have you decided this just now?
No, we've had a discussion, and we're going to have a little trophy, I think, that after the first person gets to 10,
And
then
we
they can have
put it right
yeah,
there,
me and Ash
Bill.
will put it there.
And the fourth for the losing team.
Istanbul.
If we win today, we're only 8. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you,
we'll see how that goes.
exactly.
See how that
So
goes. Okay, I'm happy with that.
yeah, I think
Really good
10's a
position.
nice way to finish, and then obviously we can brag about it with a trophy on our desk in 5 weeks' time. We go back to back to back.
10-5 is still a nice score, I think.
10,000 nice. I mean, if you end up winning the whole thing,
It's phenomenal.
Absolute
the biggest
pandemonium,
comeback. Yeah, it's the best comeback ever. This week in football.
This
fellas,
week in
let's
football.
Start there. Let's start with the Premier League. Premier League was back after an international break, which came around after 3 weeks, which is mental. But it was good to have the Premier League back. We'll start with the 12 o'clock kickoff, which was obviously Man United. They won 3-0. A resounding win in the end, although Southampton did miss a penalty. And I think it's always funny how one little thing can change a game so drastically. If that penalty goes in, I don't know if they go on and score 3 goals.
2 minutes later.
Exactly.
And they had chances to score before the penalty as well.
Yeah.
I think. And Onana actually had a good game.
Yeah, he
to be fair
did,
to
yeah.
him.
I mean...
I like to see that because I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry for
He
Onana.
was very good last year.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone gave him any stick last season. He was
He
very good
did,
last
he did
season.
get
Lots of mistakes leading to goals.
Yeah.
I think he's a good goalkeeper.
I do think he's a good
I
goalkeeper. He's the way he plays, the way he is. He's a risky goalkeeper,
Yeah.
which is always a risk, obviously, because
He said that at the start of this season, didn't
Yeah,
he?
and
He had
he's-
a message to the fans.
I will be risky.
You don't mind like a risky. You don't mind like a risky number 10.
yeah, but your goalkeeper.
But your goalkeeper's the last one you want to be risky.
And if your goalkeeper makes a mistake, it generally leads to a
Goal.
goal. So there's no way out of
No
making a
room for
mistake.
error.
It's a horrible position. But yeah,
message to the fans. I'm a
Message
risky
it.
goalkeeper, so we'll concede goals. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Thanks for that.
I was at Ellen Road. I was at the road looking at the half 12 kickoffs. Obviously, we were half 12
Oh,
as
yes, of
well.
course.
And we saw the fixture stance of Man United. I said to my friend, and he just said, "These are the games that Man United always win. Whenever Ten Hag's in trouble and he goes somewhere like this, he always gets the win." He said it's almost like the worst result for Man United because he always comes out with 3 points in these games.
Yeah,
And
that's
then if
true.
he lost today, he lost on Saturday. I think obviously then the pressure's massively on, but he just always seems to just about do enough to keep hold of his job in these kind of circumstances.
Rashford back in the goals as well.
Good finish.
Is that a turning point? It was a good finish.
Was a nice
Is that a
finish.
turning point? Is he gonna?
He's got a point to prove after being left out of the England squad again, hasn't he?
Yeah, but rightly so because he's just crap.
How old is he now? 30?
And he's 26.
Is he 20? So he's coming towards his prime. He's had a weird career, Marcus Rashford, hasn't he? And it's a shame because he could have been, would have been, should have been absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, I think you're right in the 3-0 results probably saved Ten Hag's job a little bit.
It's
Probably
They've
kept him in the job.
team on Saturday in Crystal Palace.
Is that Man United's bogey team?
They lost them to 4-0 last year.
Did they?
If Rashford, there you go. If Rashford had come through 10 years earlier, so he was playing with the Ronaldos and Rooneys, what kind of career would he have? Would he be like he is now, or would he have like flourished?
I think he'd have had a better career.
Has he just had come in at the worst time that he's had bad players around him?
But then would he have made as many first team appearances as Man United?
Well, maybe.
He's been
because he was golden boy as soon as he
yeah,
came in.
He's been Mr. Man United,
level,
hasn't he?
At that level, like the Rooney,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I know,
Van Persie, Ronaldo, is he at that?
Yeah,
Is he at that level?
Nani played, didn't he? I'd say he's better than Nani.
I wouldn't say
No,
that.
Nani.
You don't think Marcus Rashford's better?
Nani was a quality player.
Really?
Nani was a better player than
Nani was
Marcus
just
Rashford.
overlooked because he was next to Ronaldo.
Next
I know,
Ronaldo.
but all right. So if you had,
Would Nani be a Barclaysman? Would you class him as a Barclaysman? Or is he too good for that?
I've seen him thrown in that conversation, but I think he is too good. I think you're right. Back to Rashford, Nani. I think Rashford in his sort of era when he was scoring goals, 20 goals a season, I would rather him than Nani, wouldn't you?
When he said his era scoring 20 goals a season, how many seasons did he do that?
Yeah,
Is it just one?
It wasn't long. It was like one or 20. I think was it
He's
one
had
or two?
He's had a couple of thriving seasons. There was obviously that one season where he was like one of the
I'm
players
not
of the
sure.
season.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sure
he's had one.
Well,
I think it might
regardless, he's not lived up to what he should have done, and it's disappointing. Obviously, for Man United fans, disappointing as an Englishman as well.
What's the most amount of Premier League goals Rashford scored in one season?
Premier
I think he
League
got
goals?
20.
Premier League goals.
About 3 years ago.
About I'd say 18.
17.
Yeah.
He's done that twice. And then
Okay.
after
Was
that,
only
his
17?
next highest is 11.
But
He
what-
must have been good in cup competitions.
So in all comps, then he's
I'm
probably
pretty sure he
25
scored like
goals, 26
30.
goals,
Yeah,
isn't it?
probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, 17 is the highest he's ever got
It's
twice.
Yeah, it's not. I know, yeah, I agree.
In
He's never
10
lived.
years,
He's
in
never,
10 years of Premier League.
I know he's never lived up to what he should. Has it been 10 years? My God.
It's the team,
He
though,
scored
the
in 10
manager. He's
different
never had
Premier League
consistency.
seasons.
So he's never had like one style. Either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm not backing him up. I mean, these are things.
I
that
get that argument. But I've seen him countless times, game after game after game, just jogging around.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
famous one last year against Ross Barkley was an absolute disgrace.
Yeah,
What's his excuse there? What he doesn't like the structure upstairs. That he can't be bothered running
Majority of
around.
Man United fans aren't in his favour anymore. I think they were for a long time, and now they want to.
There's only so long you can back someone
He
for, isn't
only
there?
did well when PSG were rumoured to be buying him, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
He's
then he
always
went,
linked
I'm
with
going to be
PSG.
good now.
He's always linked with
And then he
PSG.
did
He
like
was always
one
linked with
season
PSG.
where
And
decent.
I think they need to get rid of him, and I don't know if
Have
he
a
doesn't
reset.
have a good season this season. I think probably next summer he goes, which is right for him.
What's Marcus Rashford's value right now?
Well, he's English, so you could add
26.
20 million.
26 million.
No,
No,
that's how old he is.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say 26 million.
Very
That's
specific.
26 million does seem
Very
a bit on the
specific.
I'd say
cheap.
50. I'd say
That
50
seems-
million.
How old's he? 26.
He's English, though.
If
so he's
you're
gonna be a
taking English
fortune.
tax and he's a Man United man, they're not going to accept that. I think he's an £80 million player still.
Oh, I would think. I thought 50 was too high.
I think 50. I think he's about 50.
I think he's about 35, 40 million.
Do you?
I think they'd be
I
stupid
think
letting him
season
go for
long
that.
load obligation to buy.
I
For
reckon
how
it'll be
long?
one of those
For how
things.
much?
I don't know.
35.
20 million at the end of it
No.
because he's flopped.
Well,
No,
well, they've
At like Roma.
Yeah,
He
it could go
will
somewhere
be
like
at
that.
Roma next. Won't he? He will.
I mean,
Sancho's had the pants down, haven't they? 25 mil at the end of the season to Chelsea.
He's he played really well over the weekend.
did, yeah,
Man
yeah.
of the match, got an assist.
got an assist for Nkunku.
It looks like he could be very. I did say this when I was watching. I said I think he'll be good at Chelsea. He just screams of being good at Chelsea, and
And he's slightly different to the other wingers they've got.
yeah, he is a little bit.
More of a ball carrier, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, Chelsea is a weird team anyway, but I think that he will do quite well there. I think he'll sort of not flourish, but he'll be a much better addition in that squad than he would be in the Man United squad.
Much better addition than Sterling at Chelsea.
Yeah, at Chelsea.
Because
Yeah.
I look at them as like for replacement. So it's Sancho.
No, I don't. I think Sancho.
No, not in how they play.
Oh, sorry.
But I mean, at Chelsea's transfer business this summer, they've shipped out Sterling. They've bought in Sancho. Similar kind of like.
Yeah.
I think Sterling
position.
would probably on the. He's still a very good player, but I think he's more in the decline. And Sancho still has the potential to be on.
Yeah, Sancho's only 24.
Hit another
So.
level.
He's still
Is he only
29.
24?
Yeah,
Oh.
Sancho's 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not saying
So
it's bad.
What about your boys, Forest?
My
know,
tip.
yeah, wow.
My tip. What a
Did
tip.
you say
Still
Forest to
unbeaten.
win?
Well, I didn't say they'd beat Liverpool. I said they'll be
No, at the
the.
start of the season, dark horse.
Dark horse.
Yeah. Well, absolute masterclass by Espirito Santo,
Yep.
apparently.
Yep.
A great finish from Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah,
as
really
well.
good finish.
Really good finish.
And I think they had a good chance just before that as well, leading up to it. So
They've got a nice team, haven't they? When you look at it.
well, I
Like
said on the
from
live draw last night.
They
I just
spent all that money a couple of years ago. Didn't
yeah,
they?
this is what I said on
They
live
just
draw. I
stayed.
just said now it just feels like a really settled team.
Yeah.
Now. Really good first 11 as well.
They seem like a team that belong in the Premier League now. They're
Yeah.
not a team that are sort of floating with relegation. I would say they're now a team that are sort of stapled and established.
Well, this was our
in the,
when
in the
Leeds had
Premier
our third year. This is I think it's their third year. When we had our third year, you're thinking right now we're going to finish. Really kick
Yeah.
on. And I think you go one way or t'other really. And I think hopefully they could become a Brentford. And
I like
Brighton.
Forest.
I like Forest.
I like
think
Forest.
they will.
Forest
Yeah.
are a team that should be in the Premier League.
Yeah,
they've
they
got
are.
the history to be in
Yeah,
the Premier League.
and they've got, like you say, they've got good players, good team, and obviously did a tactical masterclass on Slot the other day.
How much of a hammer blow is that to Liverpool? Is that
No,
you think you can one off, or do you
Yeah,
think
That
that's?
was
a
your
one-off.
tip, Bill.
I was surprised at the
Liverpool.
result. I think a lot of people were surprised
Oh,
by the result.
yeah.
Very
I think
surprised by the
it's
result.
taken 3 games to work out Arnie Slot ball.
Oh no!
Do you?
Already?
Yeah,
Done
that's what I'm saying. Like, is this a real hammer blow to Liverpool? Is
No,
this kind of like,
I don't think so.
Were they impenetrable, and now you're looking at it going?
I don't think so. I think they'll still get. Actually, I don't know. No, I don't. I think they'll still.
I
be
think it's a
fine.
bit
I think
early
they'll
to be
fine.
losing at Anfield to Forest.
I'm with Tom a little bit. It's a bit
Are you
worrying.
really?
It's a bit worrying because like Pep wouldn't have done that early. I don't know.
The fact that it was at
first
Anfield.
season. Where did they end Pep's first season?
I think they got Champions League.
Yeah, they
spots.
got fourth, third,
I
or
think
fourth.
they did.
Third or fourth, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the bigger blow is that it was at Anfield. I think that was
Yeah.
more so that it was at the home
To
of
not
Liverpool.
score as well.
I know, yeah.
First time they lost there in over a year, wasn't it?
I think last
They
time
lost to
there was.
Palace.
Oh yes, they did. Yeah, and then
I watched that game.
Leeds, wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah.
Um,
Van Dijk's third loss now. in the Premier League.
Oh no, falling apart at the seams. Everton
ever.
as well. The other Scousers, they just love a throwaway at the moment, don't they? A bottle.
Watch that game. They
Yeah.
were all right to be
Joy,
fair.
I bet
First 20
again,
minutes.
Bill, weren't you?
What?
Jumping for joy.
I was. I put my Birmingham Brummie accent on, and I was going mad at the end. They were good. They were good for the first 20 minutes. I thought Villa started off like a house on fire. And I thought they were going to kind of take them to the cleaners, and then before you know it, 2-0 down. But even at 2-0 down, I was thinking, these guys don't. Well, they're going to keep this lead.
I was driving back from my game and they said Villa at 2-0 down were 5-1. And I was thinking, do I chuck a 5?
I bet a lot of people did.
Oh,
bet a lot of people
and then Watkins scored, and John Duran. Oh my
He's quality.
word! What a goal that is!
Yeah.
That is like, what was it? 35 yards, 30 yards, and he just picked it up and leathered it. He's a good player, him.
Really good player.
He must have
really
sat
good,
on the
didn't
bench thinking, I'm going to come on and make a statement.
Well, he
here.
keeps
And he
scoring.
just
Keeps
picked up the
scoring.
ball in it.
Second highest goal scorer in the Premier League currently.
Wow.
Joint with Mbuemo, obviously Haaland's running away with it.
The best goal of the weekend, though, has got to be at Hillsborough. Have you seen QPR?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Not
The
seen
goal
it.
Have you not
line
seen
telling you about
QPR's
it, Tom.
equaliser?
I haven't, no.
It's
Oh,
unbelievable.
my-
I
never-
heard it was late on.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
96th minute.
Chef Wednesday scored in the 93rd.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bannon,
was
yeah.
this the scramble in the box that you said
Yeah.
For the
about?
96 minute equaliser.
You can't, like, I had a few drinks on Saturday and then someone showed it to me. I couldn't see the ball for a minute of that clip.
You can't.
Just can't see the ball.
I'm sure people are laid on it.
And there must have been.
And
like,
then I think I saw the interview with the young lad that scored it afterwards. I'm sure it was a young lad, and he was absolutely made up, bless him. It was like a proper lovely sort of video where he was like, I can't believe what just happened. I just thought, I'd come on and man just told me to do something, and I was like, please just fall to me, please just fall to me.
And it did just fall to
he was absolutely over the
and have
moon,
you
so it
seen
was,
Derby County's miss?
Oh my God.
It's the worst miss I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is bad.
He's
It's
done
the worst miss I've ever
so
seen in
well
football.
to get in the position
Yeah.
as well.
Nearly
Have
gets
you not
leaded
seen
by the
this?
goalkeeper.
Oh my
He's-
word, you've got
he's-
to see this.
He nicks the ball from the goalkeeper. They're trying to score in the
40
last
yards
minute.
out.
40
runs
yards
through
out.
40 yards to an open goal.
Literally an open goal. Gets to
Yeah.
around the 18-yard box, hits it with his left foot and puts it wide of the goal. It's
It's
hilarious.
as bad as it
It's
sounds.
like it was one of them where he must have completely overthought it, and like the second it missed his, it left his foot. He was just
Yeah.
You
head
see
in
the
hand.
Derby fans and the crowd behind. Just
What was the score?
They won 1-0.
They
So
did,
that,
yeah.
it's okay. They got away with it. But it was a.
I'm assuming that's why the keeper was so high up.
On Sky Sports, they called it miss of the season. I clicked and went, no, it's not miss of the season. It's miss ever.
Yeah.
The worst miss ever.
It is a bad miss.
It's
Then
literally an open goal for 20 yards.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's funny though.
It's
Definitely
very
watch
funny.
it. Then the North London derby. Obviously, that
North
was the
London
biggest
derby.
game over the sort of the weekend. Arsenal winning 1-0. Spurs are bad at corners, aren't they?
Well, it's
And Arsenal are good at
Vicario
corners,
Yeah.
should
so-
be coming to claim that, shouldn't
4 yards out.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got to come and punch that. But also Romero, such poor
he?
defending.
Yeah, he just left him, didn't he?
Just so weak to just get shoved by him like that. But yeah, Gabriel, I think he's won man of the match twice against Spurs. I think his missus
Yes.
put it on
Yeah.
on her Instagram, saying that he's sort of constantly gets player of the match against Spurs, and that's who he loves to play against. So
Arteta's the first Arsenal manager since George Graham to win 3 matches away at Tottenham in a row.
Is he really?
Yeah, Wenger never
Wow.
managed to do it.
Did not know that.
Wenger never managed to do it. Yeah, I think 1985 when George Graham did it. He was the last
Wow.
one to do it. 3 in a row. Full strength Spurs. I mean, the worrying thing is full strength Spurs side against a depleted
I
Arsenal
don't
side.
think they were that bad though.
No, I thought Spurs were okay. I think everyone's kind of saying
Yeah.
that Spurs are okay. I was chatting to some Spurs fans, and they are not happy with Ange.
Yeah,
They've lost 7 out of the last 11.
I
They're
feel
very
like it's
predictable. I think this is unfair, but then from the inside,
I
if
do
you're
get
in a
it.
club,
They aren't winning a lot of games at the moment.
the Spurs
and-
fans saying that Spurs are very predictable. They're lining up the same way. Everyone knows how they're lining up. They're playing with one DM, and once you've worked it out, or once Spurs are losing, they've got no plan B. It's a bit like Leeds United, really.
Yeah.
It's not a million miles off Daniel Farker.
I think Andrew's getting a bit stressed as well. He was a bit arrogant and a bit short in his interviews after the game versus Arsenal. So
Yeah, he was all fun and games when he first came.
I
With his
know,
Cannon
yeah.
Fosters, and wasn't he?
Yeah.
And having a great time. And now,
No,
I
Yeah,
think
no,
they'll
no,
ever
no,
kick on. Will Spurs ever kick on to the next level, or will they just always be Spurs?
I don't think they'll ever kick on.
no,
to
I
that
don't either.
They've got a nice stadium,
Yeah, but
There you go.
so they've got that.
they've got the infrastructure,
Yeah.
correct. But nice stadium doesn't get you 3 points
I know,
every
but-
weekend.
They've won 1 League Cup in the last 40
I know.
years.
If you're a
it's
Qatari
like laughable
businessman-
how bad it is.
If you're a Qatari, that's the club to go and buy.
Yeah, but Daniel Levy's loaded.
Yeah, he's
Not
not
like
like
he's-
sell it up.
Innit? It's
He's
not
not
like
gonna
he's
sell it. He's not
skin
gonna sell it.
They don't want to. They don't want to do
And-
that.
yeah,
They don't
but well,
want
he's a
that.
businessman.
Spurs have
isn't
spent
he?
a lot. I hate this notion that Spurs don't spend money. They spend a
Oh, yeah,
lot
they
on
have.
crap.
But not
They do
great.
spend a lot.
Do you reckon Spurs fans think that they're entitled to win something
No, I don't
when
think
they're actually
so.
not
I-
as big as they think they are?
No, I think Spurs are kind of very well aware of where they are and what the neutral fan thinks of Spurs. I think.
Well, I do too. You say about spending loads of money. They've just spent loads of money on Solanke,
Yeah,
and
60
he's
million.
60 million on a striker.
I
and
do
he's-
think he will come good.
I do too.
I think he looked good against Arsenal. He was very good at holding up the ball.
I do
Yeah.
like I like Solanke as well, and that header was very unlucky because
Yes,
and
he
also
did well with that
you've got to
one,
remember
actually.
Gabriel and Saliba are the 2 best centre halves pairing probably in the world. I would say.
I think
they are.
honestly.
Yeah,
Looking at that game, I know Arsenal obviously won it, but they just sat back, played the low block. I really don't think Spurs were that bad.
But that's what I quite like about Arteta. Like, Pep would never go anywhere and play the low block because obviously he's got unbelievable players. But obviously Real Madrid did it against Man City last year and knocked them out. And I've never seen Real Madrid do it. But I've got a bit of respect from Arteta to go, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Just get the 3 points, win a game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I quite enjoyed that. And I think obviously Arsenal have got Man City this weekend. I mean, if they win that as well. What an unbelievable start to the season.
Well, it turns it. Obviously, the Brighton game was a bit of a nightmare.
Red
with the
card,
point.
though,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
and I get that. But like you say, if they do beat City, then I say it opens it back up. We're literally 4 games
I know,
into the
they're
Premier
already
League, and we're already talking
But the
about
way
it. But
City are playing.
I know, yeah. So you are right. If they beat City the weekend, then I do think that they'll. It allows for a much more exciting campaign because I feel even literally with those 2 points dropped, I think that's a big hit to Arsenal already.
He's got 9. Sorry, just we moved to Haaland. He's got 9 goals in 4 games, and it's something like if he did that for the rest of the season, he'd get like over 80.
Yeah, I've
goals.
seen that.
It's over 150 in all comps.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, touching on a striker.
You gotta want him to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Touching on a striker, we'll move on to the main topic for today's video. We've got.
Are
We're
we
gonna do.
just going to glaze over the fact that Leeds lost?
Yeah.
Glaze.
We're gonna do.
Sorry. What was the Charlton result this week?
Glaze or
Don't know.
I don't know what you're mocking.
Wrexham lost.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But we'll go on to the strikers. We're on the strikers.
Okay.
We're talking about Haaland. Let's go on to the strikers. We're going the 5 greatest Premier League strikers.
Forwards.
Our own 5 forwards. Sorry, our own top 5. There's obviously so many to choose from. You said, didn't you, Bill? You were really.
Well, I've
struggling.
not chosen.
Have you just got a list that you're
I've
just going to run
got.
through?
I've got a plan.
Okay.
I've got a plan.
Are you
I've
going
got
to
a
wait
plan.
to hear what we
Top
say?
No.
Okay, okay.
I've got a plan.
Okay,
I've
well-
got 12 forwards, and you know what? They're all at the same level for me. So you could argue any of them. So I've got a plan.
Okay, right. Well,
We'll get to
the idea is 5, so we're going to go top 5.
Are we going to
I
go?
am only doing 5.
And
Are
in
we going to
order-
go place by place or person by person?
I think we go place by place. So we'll start
Cool.
with 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
Ash, go on. Who have you got in 5th?
I've got Harry Kane in 5th.
Okay. I've got Sergio Aguero in 5th.
I've also gone Harry Kane.
Right. Kenny, can you give us a number between 1 to 12? 9. I've got Mo Salah in 5th. I think he deserves to get in the top
This
five.
This is the plan.
He was
Okay, I know what, I like that.
This is what I did it,
I like that.
I've got no salary fee.
I mean, I'm the only one that. Well, Bill's obviously got his own plan, but I'm the only one that selected Aguero. Probably lower than. I'm assuming he's in your top 5, or maybe he isn't. But
He's not in my top 5.
oh my word!
I don't like Aguero.
Oh my word!
It's
Wow.
not that I dislike him. I just think there's 4 other players here who.
I just feel like Aguero.
He's got an 11 to 1
like-
chance of being in mine.
I feel like
1 to
Aguero
11.
was just was such an impact for
I
City.
loved Aguero, yeah.
He's the
You
highest.
loved him, and he's not in your top 5.
Because I didn't think.
He's the highest scoring foreign player ever in the history of the Premier League.
Yeah.
He's absolutely quality. like-
So yeah, he had to be in my top 5. And for how drastically changed that City team. He was.
Well, what was
the
interesting
moment, the Aguero moment.
he was like obviously a world class striker when Pep came in and scoring loads of goals for Man City. And if you remember, Pep came in and he dropped him. He dropped him for about 6 months, and everyone's going like, "This guy's lost his head. Like, why have you dropped him?" Like he did like Joe Hart, almost similar
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
And then he brought him back in, and I think Pep went, "Oh no, actually, this guy is quite."
And he
And
came on
everyone in
scored.
England going, "He's a world class
Did Guardiola
striker."
cry when he left? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he was like, "We can't
Guardiola
replace him."
cries when the dinner lady leaves.
Yeah.
Right. make it all about Guardiola.
So yeah, that's why I've gone Aguero. Harry Kane, go on. I mean,
He deserves to be up there. He's probably in your top 5.
he's not.
He's not in your top 5.
For me, Harry Kane would be higher in the top 5 if he'd won it.
If he'd won what?
If he'd have just
The
stayed,
Premier League.
Yeah,
if
I
he'd have
agree,
stayed
yeah.
at Spurs, he'd have broke all the
But
records,
he's
wouldn't
in terms of like ability and what he's done, he's easily in the
See,
top 5.
the reason
Consistency.
he's not for me is because I know he's an out and out striker and he's an out and out number 9, but we've gone forwards and when I watched him, I'm not excited by
I
it.
quite like the. I
Oh,
quite
he
like
is
the
Oh, he's good, yeah.
he? Yeah.
Kane or Aguero then, because that's basically what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
I'd have Kane over Aguero any
Well,
day
yeah,
of the week.
obviously you have. Yeah.
In your
See, I don't think I would.
It's a coin toss to me out of those.
That is
Two.
tough.
All these 12 are a coin toss to me.
Yeah, you've got Salah in
Yeah,
fifth.
Salah in fifth. I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
I think he deserves it. I think he's the only active player in the top 10 Premier League all-time cup goal scorers.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get like another 20 goals in the Premier League, and he goes up to like 4th or 5th.
Haaland will beat him there, won't he?
He will, yeah, but
Right.
right.
You
now,
know how could go to Real Madrid
but
next
also,
year. You never know.
also, I would say I'm thinking of this right now. Obviously, Haaland will be in it and probably will be number 1 forever.
Yep.
But right now, he's not in the top 5 because
he's not in mine.
So no, I'm happy with my Salah shout. I think that's fair. Have you got Salah? Oh, we'll come back to it. Won't it?
4th. then.
Salah's
4th,
nowhere
I've
near
gone
mine.
Haaland.
Nowhere near.
You've gone Haaland.
Gone
in
Haaland in
4th.
4th. I think he's proven himself enough already to be in 4th.
No,
To be
We've gone for
fair,
the best striker.
he's got the best goal-to-game
He's
ratio
not-
in the history
nobody's
of
he's
the
not
got
in my
more.
top 5 now.
Nobody's
I
scored
think
more
I
in
think
the
that's
Premier
generous.
League season.
I-
Nobody's ever scored more in the
You're
Premier League
going more.
season
You're
than
going
Haaland.
Aguero over
To
Haaland.
be fair, he does hold
No,
the
I'm going
record
Haaland
already,
over
doesn't he?
Aguero.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
I agree. Haaland is unbelievable, and
There
he
you
will.
go.
Yes, and he will be in there, but I can't put him in there right now.
Why?
Because players have done more.
That's not what the
Players done more.
question is. Who's done more? It's who's the best, and I think he's the best.
I think
he's a 4th.
I think technically he's not.
Yeah, he's
great.
He's just a
What?
robot.
He's not great.
Technically not great.
He's just a
got 9
robot.
goals
I
in
know.
4
I know.
games.
Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I know.
Matteo Joseph for Leeds can't put the ball in the back of the net at the moment because technically he's not great.
No, technically he's great, but he's just not very good at
Well,
finishing.
no,
He's
that,
the opposite
that
of
is
Haaland.
technical ability to put the ball in the goal.
Yeah.
If Haaland's
Yeah, but
technical
Haaland's-
ability is putting his foot in the right
Haaland's robotic.
place.
Haaland
That's what you
is
want to be in a striker.
get goal,
You
get
don't
ball,
have to be
shoot
flair.
goal. I agree, but again, I'm
This
one of.
isn't the most flair.
And it's also your
Yeah.
opinion. So in my opinion, I'm going off entertainment value as well.
Who's in 4th for you?
I've got Mo Salah.
Oh, say
Oh,
Sally.
wow.
See.
Mo Salah in
Salah's not
4th.
top
I was
five
thinking
forward.
5 or
How
5th
can
or
he
4th.
not be?
You talk about not being excited by Kane. You excited by Salah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
What?
You said this before.
You think
he's one of the
Harry
most
Kane-
exciting players.
Do you remember that goal he scored against? Was it City where he like cut back in, chop? There was one.
Was it Everton?
I
He
can't
got
remember who it
goal
was,
of the
but
season for it, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
it was
a rubbish
unbelievable.
goal.
The same
It wasn't
season
a rubbish
Ronaldo
goal.
had scored the bicycle kick against
yeah,
Juventus.
but you are. I've never seen a man that
Who's 4th for you?
brown noses Ronaldo like you.
Who's 4th for you?
Didier Drogba.
Oh,
I forgot.
Drogba's
about
as well.
I'm not forget.
Drogba,
Yeah,
12.
I don't forgot about him, but he's not anywhere near
Big
the 5.
game player.
Do you know why he's not in my 12? I think because I started looking through the top Premier League goal scorers ever, and I think he was on the first 2 pages,
No.
3
Can I
pages.
say you've just said big game player. Premier League games.
Yeah, to be
Or
fair, he
cup
was.
games,
I mean,
didn't
he
he?
was. Cup games kind of sticks in your memory a bit more.
Well, he won the
They're
Premier
the
League.
bigger game. Yeah,
he was the man.
Do
wasn't
you
he?
know,
agree
like,
with
do you know,
him.
there's been a lot of these, like, the big, strong strikers.
Yeah, the yak.
The yak.
Crouch.
Crouch, well, maybe not. Maybe it's struggle with Crouch. Lukaku, all that. Didier Drogba is by far the best in the Premier League history at that role.
100%.
You couldn't get the ball from him.
He was unbelievable.
And his finishing was amazing as well.
His goal-to-game ratio wasn't the best, but
it wasn't bad.
He was just...
But it wasn't a time when it wasn't like it is now, where you're getting 9 goals in 3 games.
Yeah,
he was just your... He was your number 9, wasn't he?
I did like Drogba.
He dragged them over the line at times.
He was a great player, but not in my top 5. Bill?
Can I have a number 2, 1 to 12? 5. Right, in 4th for me is Michael Owen.
You've got Michael Owen!
Michael Owen, he won the Ballon. When Michael Owen came on the scene, he was the best young player I have ever seen in the history.
I can't believe Michael Owen's even in that 12.
See, you youngsters. You won't know that.
If Michael Owen hadn't have got injured, then he'd have been the best player.
He won the Ballon d'Or. He's the last English player to win the Ballon d'Or from the Premier League, and he got a move from Liverpool to Real Madrid. Like, I know you guys are young, but you've got to understand that is the level he was at. He was one of the worst. And also in 2001, he's got other strikers there like Ronaldo, Batistuta, Del Piero, top players. It was a good era for number 9s, and Wayne Rooney coming through was obviously one of the best young players you've ever seen coming through. But Michael Owen is one of the best strikers in the history of the Premier League, and that is not up for debate.
But your reason for Haaland is Haaland in your 12?
Yes, Haaland is in my 12.
Okay, right. I'll let you off then. I was going to say your reason for Haaland not being in the 12 was that he hasn't done it long enough yet.
He is in my 12, yeah.
But
so
Owen
did it a long time.
How long?
6 years?
No, not at the top of his game. It was like 3 years.
He went Liverpool to Newcastle to
no,
Real Madrid.
But he didn't go to
Newcastle
till
fans 80.
after he was injured.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
So he must have done 5 years at Liverpool.
I don't know if Michael
6 years at Liverpool.
Michael Owen's not in there.
Did he win the Premier League with United?
Possibly.
Yeah,
I think he did.
it was when they had the little chevron sort of
Yeah.
black.
He scored that goal against City,
Oh,
didn't he?
yes,
He did,
it
yeah.
was.
3 goals.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying, Jack, but you're wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
Just your age is just
okay. Fair
He's top level player, Michael Owen.
Okay, so we're moving to 3.
So I've got Salah and Owen is my 5th and 4th.
3, I've gone Wayne Rooney. Just to counter.
Wayne Rooney 3.
Yep, number 3.
What are you
saying? What are you saying? He should
Are
be
you saying
higher or
higher?
lower?
I've gone higher.
Obviously.
I've got number 3.
No,
I've got number 3 Cristiano Ronaldo.
I've not put Ronaldo in. I'm not putting
Ronaldo in.
I've not got Ronaldo in.
But then he won the Ballon d'Or. So Michael Owen won the Ballon d'Or.
Ronaldo didn't do a lot.
He was the best player in the world that year.
Ronaldo won a
By a
Ballon d'Or
country
and then
mile.
got moved to Real Madrid. Off of what you just said, that is the exact same
You're
thing.
telling me Owen that season was better than Ronaldo that season?
Well, no. I mean, he had a good season.
There you go.
He had a good season.
Is Ronaldo in your 12?
No.
What?
That is outrageous.
No, it's
That
not.
is mental.
No.
Ronaldo
No.
is, 3rd for me. Is he 3rd for you?
He's 3rd for me.
I think Rooney 3rd is a bit harsh, to be honest.
I loved Wayne Rooney.
I do too.
I don't like Man United. Well, I actually don't mind Man United now because I don't care about them.
Yeah.
But
So you've gone
Wayne Rooney,
you've gone
what a
Rooney,
player.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Right, let's see what I've gone. I've had 9 and 5. Can I have another number? I've gone Harry Kane.
I can accept that.
Harry Kane in at 3rd.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, like behind Shearer, he's the best English striker.
I
in the history of
love
the Premier
also,
League.
by the way, that every single time
I'm just ready to defend it. I'm just ready to
a
defend
reason
it. I'm just
for
going for
him
it.
being in that position.
I'm enjoying doing it this way.
Yeah, it's quite,
You know what?
it's
I had these
fun.
12 players. I went, I could just put
I
it in
really hope
order
you've
here.
got Les Ferdinand in there or something. He gets number 1.
There's a couple of dodgy ones here.
Meet
I remember Tony Yeboah gets a number. No, Harry Kane. I mean, you can't really question like how good he is. He's finishing. He got a hat trick this weekend with Bayern Munich. And I think Spurs look a complete shadow of their former self now. I think he was, but with him going, the whole of that Spurs team now look incredibly weak. That first time it looks
Average.
Yeah,
you're
and
right.
actually with him in that team,
It
everyone
goes,
else looked better as
You're
a
right.
result. I think, obviously, I really want him to win something, but I think it would be funny if a guy at that level of skill.
I
never
want him
won
to win
anything.
something.
I wanted to.
It's just not fair.
Last
No,
year,
it's
yeah.
not fair. So yeah, Harry Kane I put in 3rd.
Tom, do you want to explain your reasons for Ronaldo more than me? Because I feel like you've read every book he's ever
Where do
written
I
or
start?
something. Yeah.
Well, he deserves the number 1 spot, really. But if we're going just off their Premier League, there's obviously a couple more better than him. But just for what was it? Was it 3 or 4 seasons he was in the Premier League?
I want to say it was 4. When did he? No, was it more than that? No, he made his debut in 2004 and left in 2009.
I watched his debut on.
It was against Bolton,
Oh, yeah, I
wasn't it?
watched him in a Match of the Day.
So
And
4
this is-
seasons.
And I genuinely watched it and thinking, I've never seen a performance from a player Like, I mean, he was raw.
Yeah,
but
he
he
was
was
Gio
amazing.
Kocher playing for Bolton?
I think he
and he
might have
tried
been.
to do the what do you call
Rainbow
it?
flick.
Rainbow flick over the defender's head in the same game.
Kocher did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kocher was so
great.
cool.
That is great. I think
Oh
he was
no,
at
to be fair,
five,
six
six
seasons at Man
That's
United.
6 seasons.
6 seasons at Man United.
Yeah, I thought he was there a while.
But it wasn't amazing in his first season.
He
Yeah,
scored
but it was good.
4 league goals in his first season, 5 league goals in his second, 9 league goals, then 17, and then 31 league goals in 34 games.
I remember
And
that
that's
one
when
at
he won the Ballon
Highbury.
d'Or.
When
Yeah,
he was
and
playing
then
at
18.
Highbury, was with that game, weren't they, where Man United... I can't remember what happened. But Man United were playing at Highbury, and he kind of came of age a little bit there.
He was, yeah. I mean,
Was that the breakaway goal?
Yeah.
With Rooney
Yeah.
and Nani? Yeah. That was a great Man United team, wasn't
yeah,
it?
it was, yeah.
I'm looking
Talking-
at these now, sorry. Like, and I know everyone knows this, but his goal-to-game ratio for Real Madrid each season is
obscene.
just, like, and I know you know it, but it's just absolutely
Best
obscene.
goal scorer of all time.
Well, he is.
No, I think Messi is.
No, Ronaldo statistically is
14-15 season for Real Madrid. He had 35 games in the league. How many league goals?
40.
48.
48
Oh my god.
in 35 league games.
One nil on
Oh
the
my
quiz, Caden.
god, I did not know it was that much. So yeah,
And
that, I mean,
Messi's even more. I think Messi
I
is
know,
50.
yeah.
wasn't
Well,
he?
Ronaldo in third for me is a reasonable place for Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's move to the top two.
Yes.
Top two, Ash.
Shearer.
Okay, Shearer. In number 2.
Either one looked bad. If I'm honest.
so bad.
That's so bad.
I've got in number 2.
It's just straight in the
definitely
why are you putting an angle on it? Your angle was the problem.
Bowling.
Paolo Di Canio.
That's my number one.
That was terrible. You need to go straight.
All right, done it again.
And welcome to the final episode of the Offsiders Podcast.
In number 2, I've got Wayne Rooney.
Can I say why?
Let's come back to you in a second. Good, Muller.
Right, we've had 9, 5, and 12. Can I have another number? Oh, I like this. My second best striker in the history of the Premier League is Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Box in the box.
I'm going to say it. Right, Ruud van Nistelrooy, I genuinely believe he is the best finisher in the history of the Premier
Better
League.
than
To be
Haaland.
fair, a lot of people have said that.
Better than Haaland, Mr. Robot himself.
I think he's better than Haaland. I think he is, yeah.
No, he's
Ruud van Nistelrooy was unbelievable player. And
Ronaldo
again,
said in
was.
an interview with Ferdinand recently, he's the best player he's ever seen with his back to goal.
yeah, he just had everything. He didn't have a lot of pace, but yeah, he's heading.
He had
his-
everything. Didn't have a lot of pace.
He didn't have a lot of pace.
Alright.
First touch was amazing. Finish was amazing. That guy was an unbelievable goal scorer and the second best striker in the history of the Premier League. Thanks, Caden.
Tom.
Thierry Henry second for me.
No. You need locking up. Thierry Henry is not
I'd say that's a
number
bit
2.
harsh.
Thierry Henry is not number 2, which means you obviously got Wayne Rooney number 1, but Thierry Henry is better than Wayne Rooney. He just is. Wayne Rooney.
Thierry Henry's better than
Wayne Rooney was class, which is why
There's
I
no
got him
one
in
put
number 2.
Shearer. You haven't put Shearer.
No, he's
in
not my top.
most-
Sorry,
No,
and now you put Shearer in your top 5.
The reason for that is because, like
It would
I
be
say,
unfair for me to.
my
Yeah, 5.
well,
fair
that
enough.
as well, but also entertainment value.
Well, he
No,
could
it
score
was-
from
it was-
anywhere.
yeah, it was
I know,
very
his
solid
highlight
player.
reel is better than.
I know he could, but if I'm looking at my 5 that I've got, the only one that I would... I've written Shearer next to it. I've also written Kane next to it. The only one I would replace him with is Aguero. The other 4 I wouldn't
I
replace him
can't.
with.
Who you
I
thought?
can't
Salah?
look at my top 5 and go, oh yeah, Shearer was better than them because I just can't
Yeah.
judge it.
What?
Yeah, fair enough.
Aguero-
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Aguero, Salah, Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney. So yeah, Rooney in second for me, obviously.
That's fine.
Phenomenal footballer.
The best forward in Premier League history.
No, he's not. I'm going to say he's a bit he's not underrated, but is
Rooney.
he as appreciated as he should be?
I think the reason why he's underrated is because his second half of his career completely tailed off. And it's actually he actually
not
kind of
half.
ruined his, maybe not half, but the last 30% of his career tailed
Yeah.
off. And actually, you were looking at Messi and Ronaldo still scoring because he was at the same level as them. People
yeah.
talked about him at the same level as them for.
Well,
a
he's
good few
younger than
years.
Ronaldo.
And they
That's mental, isn't it?
they were still scoring goals at the highest level, and he was playing defensive midfielder for Everton.
And then DC United.
And then DC United, and you're looking at it going like, if he just had a little bit of a more kind of professional attitude.
Think of the player he was when he was 16 when he
I know,
first
yeah.
started for Everton there.
Yeah, yeah.
15.
He was
Was it
he was
15?
probably better
15.
at 16
15.
than Messi was at 16 numbers wise.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
you
yeah,
look
yeah.
at, like Messi took till
Yeah.
like 20, didn't he? 21.
Yeah.
He just had it all, Rooney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
incredible
did.
player.
Yeah, unbelievable. Alan Shearer, go on. Reasonings.
Most goals in the Premier League history.
Yeah.
Would literally score 20 goals a season at Newcastle.
You could easily argue
you
with
could have
that.
put
You
him in
could
there.
easily argue that Shearer's the best striker in the history of the Premier League.
I know.
Even without that, saying about the goals.
Loyalty to Newcastle.
Yeah,
He could
but
have moved.
do you get
to
points?
Newcastle.
He could've moved.
He
He could've
shafted
moved.
Blackburn over,
Yeah,
and they
'cause
went
he's a-
relegated the next year. You can't say
Loyal.
Shearer's got
Also,
loyalty.
Do you
Man
become a
United wanted
better
him.
footballer because you're loyal? Is that like part of what goes into
He
it?
had
So he's got
everything.
great shooting,
Loyalty.
great
Harry
heading,
Kane.
pace. But was he
I
loyal?
put that out there. Yeah.
He scored different goals.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
some
Score
of
with
his
his head.
goals.
Score with his
Nah,
right.
He's got a
left
volley
foot.
from like 40 yards out. If you give him the
I remember listening to like a bit of an article with Henry and Shearer, and it was really interesting. Henry used to say that he had the same finish every time, where whenever he went through on goal, he'd do that, open the body up, try and curl it on the inside of his foot, and try and get it to the far corner, really thinking about the finishing, where the ball's going. And then Shearer just said he never used to try and finish; he used to try and hit the ball as hard as he could into the goal. And I thought it was just an interesting, like.
It's very bad advice. I will be honest.
But then he's a top goal scorer. He's in the league.
Obviously, it's
I would
worked
teach
for
the
him.
kids that.
No, it's obviously worked
down
for him.
and
Yeah,
hit.
it's obviously worked for him throughout his career.
There is
But
something, because I've never thought that, but actually I've been playing recently. There is something about just like head down and just.
there is as well.
get
But
your
then
head on the
also you
ball.
see a lot of people get in front of goal that are probably 1-on-1, and if they did that, shit,
It worked for him though,
It
didn't it?
did work, but then obviously there's a way that he's finishing it with the power, with the pace, and he's obviously he's not having to
It's
think
just a
about it.
natural,
It's just
isn't it?
natural.
Also, do you think keepers
Yeah.
have evolved more?
Yeah,
Where you've got
are
to kind
they
of place
better?
it round them now. If that,
Yeah, I think keepers are
Don't
better
know,
Now
than
look
they
at
used
Peter
to be.
Schmeichel. He was kind of the first guy to do the
He
star.
made a lot of mistakes,
Save,
Peter Schmeichel. I've learned this recently.
Like, do you think that you
Pierce,
can get
I'm
away
not
with
sure.
just hitting it at the keeper these days compared
Smashing
to
at the keeper?
Shearer's time?
He wasn't just smashing it at the keeper, though, was he?
No, he wasn't. What the point that we're making is that was his
Well,
thought
the
process.
game's different,
But-
isn't it? Like
Yeah,
the
it
ball
is
used to ricochet in the box, and Shearer used to get on the end of it. Obviously,
Yeah.
the ball didn't really ricochet. Well, apart from that QPR goal on the weekend, but the ball,
Literally happened.
yeah, but yeah.
You are right. It doesn't.
It's a
doesn't
different
happen.
kind of
Yeah,
style.
it is.
Yeah.
Let's move to number one then.
I'm quite excited to
Bill's-
hear who the number one is.
It has to be Thierry Henry.
I've put Thierry Henry.
It just is. He's the reason that I got into football. The best forward in the Premier League. Unbelievable.
No, don't tell him.
Thierry Henry
is
He's up there. Probably not only the best forward, but the best player to ever play in the Premier League.
Yeah, I don't think you could have much of an argument with that.
Across 5 seasons, 2001 to 2006, he scored 130 in 171.
Wow.
But he
And-
also assisted. So, like, I reckon.
And
Yeah,
also at a
definitely more
time,
than a goal a game
at a
when
time
he
as well
was-
when the Premier League was a lot more competitive in terms of
Yes.
teams
Oh, yeah, 100%.
and get a lot more aggressive, a lot more. There was no VAR, there was no sort of not as much protection of players as there is nowadays.
I went to Ellen Road like 3 years in a row, and we think we lost to Arsenal. Used to go as a kid, lost to Arsenal for like 5-0 each time. And by the last, like on the third match in third year that I went, I knew they were going to come and batter us.
Yeah.
And then Shearer just Henry just gets a hat trick at Ellen Road, and I'm just watching him going, "You're just far too good, like far too good."
Yeah,
like, he was just
obscene footballer and a great pundit as well.
He should have won the
Yes,
Ballon
he is.
d'Or. You know, when did Cannavaro... No disrespect to Cannavaro.
2006.
When did he win it? 2006.
when they won the World Cup.
Is that what?
Was it
Oh
26?
yeah, it was
I
when
think.
he won it. I think
He
so.
had
Yeah.
over 50 goal involvements that season, did Henry.
Wow.
So,
Did
I
he
think
come
it was
second?
actually one.
Did he come second or third?
I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
he didn't win it.
I agree with that. I've only just found that out. But yes, Henry should have won it. Yeah, he
He
never
should
won
have
one,
had a
did he?
Ballon d'Or, shouldn't he? He was the
Yeah.
best player in the world at that time.
Yeah, but did he win anything that year?
No, was that his last year at Arsenal, or did he go to Barcelona at that point?
He won the Champions League with Barcelona. Didn't
Yeah, he did, but I can't remember when it was
I
when
remember
he
him playing
went.
at the Bernabeu and just walking past the whole Real Madrid team.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember.
it was
There's a video, isn't it, where he's like he slows down and then knocks it and speeds right up and slows
He
down.
really
and
could play.
knocks
He
it.
was the man, but
Really
he
good
knew
player.
he was the man
Yeah.
especially towards the end. Like, he was almost getting a bit too big for his boots.
Yeah, he
before
was.
went to Barcelona.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Thierry Henry for me is the best forward
Yeah, I
ever in
agree.
the Premier
Apart from he
League.
did come back to Arsenal and score against us, which really annoyed me.
But that was in the League Cup, wasn't it?
yes,
He scored
yeah,
against Sunderland, didn't he? Yeah,
really annoying.
in the Premier League. That was his last ever goal. Tom, obviously, Wayne Rooney. Am I right in saying that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the
Well,
best
I'd-
ever
maybe-
forward.
maybe-
I'd go Shearer over Rooney.
Would you?
I would, yeah.
Don't know about that.
Wow, I can see the argument.
Have you gone
for it.
Shearer over Rooney?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Shearer 2, Rooney 3.
Yeah, I think.
Haaland
Yeah,
4.
Shearer
Van
is.
Nistelrooy nearly won.
Van Nistelrooy. Hey, there's a
Fit
few.
in
There's if he
Yeah,
says
it's like,
Darren
let's find
Bent
out-
here.
Let's find Darren Bent. Let's find out who. If you just got everyone in the 100 Premier League club.
Yeah, that's why we struck Bone Ronaldo out. Right, so here we go. It is an Offsiders exclusive. The best forward ever in the
Come on,
history
Caden.
of the Premier League. Caden, you've had 9, 5, 12, and 2. So I have another number. The best player in the history of the Premier League is.
God.
Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy. Yes, he is. And let me explain why. Yeah, he's in there. Let me explain why. Jamie Vardy is the best forward in the history of the Premier League because of his story.
Because of his loyalty.
Because he scored. He scored again this weekend. The guy is an absolute legend. He's won the Premier League. He's won more Premier League titles than Harry Kane has. Yeah. And Harry Kane's in all your top fives here. You know what? Every so often you get a dream and you get a story. And all the players and everyone else's list, they haven't got anywhere close to Jamie Vardy, what he was doing at Halifax and Stockbridge and Fleetwood and everything else. And he's come to the Premier League. He's won the FA Cup. He's won the Premier League. He's scored consistently. You could argue he's one of the best finishers in the history of the Premier League. You couldn't argue that, could you? Best in the history of the Premier League? And look how he's done it. The only person to have that route, Jamie Vardy for me is the best forward in the history of the Premier League.
You'd rather have
none.
Jamie Vardy than Thierry Henry.
You can read about it.
Robbie Fowler, Van Nistelrooy, Haaland, Rooney, Owen Henry, Shearer, Salah, Aguero, Vardy, Kane and Haaland. You've got Haaland in there twice.
And he still didn't get picked. You know what I'm thinking? I was downstairs doing this. I thought, oh crap, I've forgotten Haaland. Didn't realise I had him twice.
Oh, brilliant. In all fairness, Jamie Vardy, right? I was going to give it an honourable mention because he has had a great career.
I'm not giving honourable mention number one.
Quick question. Would you rather have Jamie Vardy's career or Harry Kane's career? Right now.
I'd rather have Jamie Vardy's career.
Would you?
Oh, he's played. Kane's England career.
Yeah, but
like the guy's an absolute legend.
Vardy's won a Premier League. He's won an FA Cup. Kane's won nothing. Obviously, he's England's top goal scorer. He's Spurs' top goal scorer. Got lots of golden boots. But what would you rather have?
I mean, Vardy won the Golden Boot as well.
Exactly. So what would you rather have? A Premier League title, FA Cup, or all these individual?
Imagine the high that you would have off winning with Leicester.
Oh, yeah. Is he 37 now?
I don't know. He's getting on though, isn't he?
And he scored again in the Premier League this weekend.
Absolute shit.
He scored again in the Premier League this weekend.
Yeah,
he still had his. So just going to review my top five. In fifth is Salah. Fourth is Michael Owen. Third is Kane. Second is Van Nistelrooy, and the greatest forward in the Premier League is Jamie Vardy. That's my top.
What a lovely way to end.
A few omissions, a few notable omissions.
I'm honest with you, that was a really nice way of doing it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
I thought that was either going to go one way or the other.
We all had a bit of a debate, a bit of a debacle, then we got to the fun one, which was Bill's just
Did
lost.
you have a speech like that for all 12 of them?
I could rock it out probably.
Sell ice to an Eskimo,
Bill. I thought I was either going to go one way or the other. Really, I thought you're going to look at me and go, "Should have done your work properly here, Bill." But now I'm glad that's thank you, Kaden, for giving me that.
It was great. Let's head to the quiz. Right, let's get to the quiz. Caden, how are you, my friend?
Yes, good, thank you. How are all you guys?
Good. Caden's birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Caden.
Thank you very much.
Currently wearing a badge that says King for the day.
King for the day.
Or Queen.
Could it be Leicester?
Are you gonna come on and show everyone your badge?
I can't. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't got your hat. He did have a hat.
No, I didn't bring my hat on. There we go. Look at that.
Everyone come on.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Caden.
What do you think of that?
Yay.
No idea what the frame.
33 today. Happy birthday, Caden.
Thank you. I've heard I've got some competition in terms of being a quiz master compared to Alan last week.
Alan was great.
Yeah. Alan cheated. Do you know what, Alan? He loses class, does Alan?
You know what? The waistcoat I thought was a bit too much at first, but I really got behind it.
Right, it's written by Mike Evans.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike.
Good result yesterday, by the way, Mike.
Yes, yeah. Mike's a big Birmingham City fan. Obviously, having a 3-1 win at home to Wrexham.
I like Birmingham now.
Are you? Yeah. Do you like any team that's Wrexham are playing?
Correct.
Yeah, that's like me, but with Everton.
We've got 8 individual questions, and then we've got 6 buzzer questions. And I've got written down here that the first round is slightly easier than the second.
Oh, interesting. That's good for you then, Tom. In all fairness, last week the Chris Sutton question was bloody easy.
Never heard of it.
Has he dictated who's getting whose question?
Yeah, the tailored questions again.
Yes, I think I get targeted.
Oh, you got the easy questions.
I think I get targeted.
Brilliant. Scores a 7-5 as well, by the way.
Score is currently 7-5.
What were you up? Was it
5-0?
5-0.
6-1.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Come on,
What's
Ash.
Well, we're still up 7-5, aren't we?
7-6.
Oh, yeah.
The first question is for Tom.
Hello.
Despite a heavy number of bookings this weekend in the Premier League, who was the only player to be sent off?
I
know it.
I know this.
All right.
I know
Shush. Who's the only player to be sent off?
Oh, do I know it?
It was Stevens for Southampton.
Yeah, correct. Well done.
I didn't know that. I knew which team it was. I knew which team it was.
I'm not looking good then. Good answer, Tom.
Ash, you happen to
Great,
be up
I think
next.
would have got that.
3 defenders scored in the Premier League at the weekend. Who were they?
Oh my god. Honestly.
Ooh, that's harsh.
That
For
is
1
harsh.
point.
And you need all
Delict.
3.
Gabriel.
Ah, yeah.
Come on, Ash.
The Arsenal
Please
player.
pluck one from somewhere.
And
Just have a think of the scores. Oh my god, I know it. I know it.
Fabian Schär.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's even right.
Well done. Yeah.
I didn't know he scored.
I don't know anything.
That was very good, Ash.
Well
That was very good.
Exact same
Yeah,
time
I
as
was about to
you.
write it down.
Bill, you've got a similar question now. 3 players scored braces in the Premier League at the weekend.
Yeah, come on.
Who were they?
3 players scored braces at the Premier League this week. at the
Yeah.
weekend.
You got a pen. There you go.
Yeah. Correct.
I
Go on
think
then.
I've got this wrong, Tom. I'm
Come
really
on,
sorry.
come on.
Haaland, Duran, and Calvert-Lewin.
Get in.
Incorrect.
Haaland, Watkins, and Mateta.
Yeah, well done.
Get in. Come on, Ashley.
They're flying.
I thought you were watching the Everton game.
2-1.
It's currently 2-1.
Oh
Tom.
dear.
Oh,
No
really, if I
problem.
get this right now.
Yeah, you are
Don't
next,
worry,
Jack.
Bill.
Who scored the latest goal of the weekend in the Premier League?
The latest.
Player or team?
Latest
Is in the last goal.
Wait,
player.
player.
Who scored the latest
No,
goal
it'll be by-
of the
it'll be by
weekend
90
in
minutes.
the Premier League?
Oh, sorry. So I thought you meant. So do you mean the latest in the minute of the game?
Yeah, that's what it'll be.
It
It,
will
won't-
be,
it won't be. It won't be Sunday afternoon's goal.
Yeah.
I nearly said that.
I think
I'll go Mateta.
Oh, can we steal? We can steal.
Incorrect.
Don't say. Oh, you don't
Is
say.
that right? Garnacho.
What do you mean don't say? They have to know it's wrong so that they can answer. Yeah,
Garnacho.
it is Garnacho.
Yes!
Applaud it back. Huh?
96.
96.
What was Mateta? 94th or something.
It wasn't last, was he?
2-2 makes it interesting. Oh, another question each, isn't there?
Yep,
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, is that?
yep. These ones are harder.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, supposedly. Some of those seem pretty
Builds
hard,
up
to be
Crack
fair.
Creek without a
I know.
paddle.
I've not done any research.
Tom,
Hello.
6 Premier League teams have won both of their away games so far this season. For the point, can you name all 6?
6.
Right.
I can probably write anything down. Isn't it?
City, Chelsea,
Yeah.
Forest, Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle.
That's incorrect.
It's getting. We think.
That
can
was
we
a
say all
great
of them?
shout.
We think they're
We
all.
think
Good
they're
shout.
all the same, apart from Liverpool. We think it's Aston Villa.
No, that's wrong too.
Who was wrong?
Well, you say.
What are the 6 answers? What are the
Do you want
6
me to read it
answers?
out?
Yeah.
It's Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Villa, and Notts Forest.
We had Villa and you had Liverpool, so you had one wrong and we had one wrong.
Yeah, well done, Kane. You're right. Yeah, Villa and Nottingham Forest.
Ash, you are up next.
Come on.
No.
Which EFL team has scored the most goals this season?
Oh my god. I think I know it.
I've got a couple of ideas, but I don't want to say.
Don't just.
I'm just
I'll just
gonna
go for the one
say-
that you think.
They scored a lot as well.
Notts County.
Correct.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh my god, Ash.
That's the one I'd written down.
What a shout.
Well
That,
done.
By the way, he's white eyes. Yeah.
That's why we're coming back.
Can I just
Ashley
confirm
Green,
it's 3-2?
Me and Ash always
So
look at
good
Notts
at
County score every
I would not
every
even
week,
across
don't
my
we?
mind that.
Top of the league.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then Bill just backed me up by going.
There's just goals
Are
galore.
they top
in
of
there.
the league? And I thought, right, they're definitely.
Oh,
Notts
yeah,
County
I
as
was-
Well, so
Well
I'll stick
done.
for that.
Ashley Green, well done.
Sorry, Bill.
Bill-
Penalty taker.
Bill, you may be let off easy here. I don't know.
Oh,
Possibly.
yeah.
But to hear this.
Oh, don't lead the question with that.
Spell Kane.
In all competitions, which Leeds United player has been booked the most so far this season?
Come on.
I'm between 2.
All right.
Trust your gut.
Junior Firpo.
Correct.
That's the way around.
Well done.
Well in.
It's all yours as well.
It's always.
Well,
It had to be
that
fair,
was a
but-
nice.
There had to be fair
That
play.
was a hard.
That's why I
That
was
was,
looking at
it was a
you. Who were
hard
you talking
question.
before?
Ampadu.
I didn't even put him.
I was thinking him or
Ampedu's been
I
Rodon.
thought Rodon, yeah.
I put Firpo on onto.
So happy I got that right.
Yeah.
Jack,
Yo.
across the top 5 leagues in Europe, and not counting Erling Haaland, which ex-Premier League player is the top goal scorer so far?
Oh, nice question.
Rafinha.
Incorrect.
Mason Greenwood.
Correct. For Marseille. 5 goals.
Yeah.
Is it really 5 goals?
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
How many
that was
Rafinha got? I'm sure.
I don't think
Rafinha
Kane has got that information to hand, Jack.
Rafinha will have 3.
I'm sure.
We're now on
Crazy,
to the
dude.
buzzer round. Ash, can I
Is
hear yours
4-3
first?
to us?
Yeah, to you. Yeah. Great answer from Tom. That.
Asher's buzzer.
I was nowhere near that.
Bill,
Bill,
your buzzer.
Sorry.
again. And Tom. Oh, fantastic. Right, the first question. Which
luck.
striker in 2009 scored 5 goals in one half of their 9-1 Premier League win against...
Jermaine Defoe.
Correct.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Love him on my team at the moment. He's
Jesus.
on fire.
That's
He's
4 all.
He's on fire.
This is the right era.
Second question. Which team posted their best ever finish in the Premier League by coming third, but their goal difference was -4?
Do you know
wanna
it?
have a guess?
Oh, hang on,
Do you know it? If not, I'm buzzing.
Go on then.
Newcastle United.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
Wait, now the question
Right.
of the week: who's ended second?
You've got
the
a minute
most?
Yeah.
to
But neither
discuss.
won
We've got a minute to discuss. Ash, stop talking to them.
Timer's on. Timer's on.
It's on.
Did we come third?
We'll have ended third at some point, I'm sure.
Or did we come fourth
Then,
and we
like,
got Champions
go
League?
Bill.
I thought
No.
Bolton.
It was tough to.
Bolton never get Champions third.
No,
Or
not
Everton.
third.
Everton, did they ever?
No, because they only got Champions League once.
So then could it be more recent?
5
Yes,
seconds.
Spurs.
Incorrect.
Who is it?
Norwich City.
Norwich came third.
We were never getting that one.
Third place
No,
was
never
good
again.
enough for a UEFA Cup spot in 1993. Third question. In the top 10 for the most goals scored from direct free kicks in the Premier League, only one is still playing in the Premier League today.
Oh, you rat.
Yeah,
James Ward-Prowse.
it is. Correct.
Oh, by a second, you little rat.
On fire.
It's currently 5-4.
On fire.
Back in the
Ashley Green.
league.
How good is he? Oh, Ash, wow.
The next question, question 4. Which international goalkeeper holds the record for most consecutive Premier League appearances at 310?
Oh no, that's wrong.
Brad Friedel.
Yeah.
Yes, Ash, I was going to say Brad Friedel as well. I was
done.
literally about to buzz it.
Jesus
You buzzed it,
Christ.
Brad
Third and
Friedel.
Villa, wasn't it?
What a
That's
shout.
6-4.
Oh, they're flying.
Is there 3
Oh,
questions
dear.
left?
2.
Oh, dear.
no.
Oh, Ash, come on, we just need one.
They can answer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get them wrong.
When you press it, I thought, that's right, it's Brad Friedel.
Are you ready?
Like Ash as well, get in.
That's how we do.
Who do last year's Champions League losing finalists start their campaign away to this week?
Is that last year or last season's Champions League
It
finalists?
just says last year's. I can't say
Right.
what else.
So we'll go Monza.
Incorrect.
What?
Told you.
Right,
so
so
it's
Champions League campaign.
Dortmund, so it's
Dortmund.
No, but
Dortmund.
Dortmund playing in the Champions
I don't
League.
know. This is the
Dortmund
problem.
Yeah, but he said last year.
No,
Last
it's
year.
Dortmund, didn't it? Obviously.
Dortmund.
The season
Obviously, it's
just gone.
Dortmund.
But he said last year.
Yes,
Ah,
Dortmund.
Don't be so stupid, Tom.
He said last
Just-
year.
you
It
should
does
have gone
say
for a
last year.
German.
How do you
Have we lost the quiz?
No, if we get this right, you have, yeah. Oh, no.
No, we've lost the quiz.
Yeah!
last
They're
year,
playing
not last
Fiorentina.
No.
Who are they playing?
It says Borussia Dortmund begin their campaign away to Club Brugge.
Well, guess what, guys? It
watch
doesn't bloody
it.
matter.
7-6.
Oh, I misunderstood the question anyway
Do you want to
then.
do the last question for fun?
Yeah, the last question. Yeah, last question. Yep.
Last question. Which current Premier League ground played host to the game with the lowest Premier League attendance in history in 1993? Go for it.
Selhurst Park.
Yes.
Well done.
3,039 to
Well
watch.
done.
Good pride,
Wimbledon
good pride point
Everton.
there, Bill. Well done, mate. But unfortunately,
That
it means absolutely
ended
nothing.
5-7.
No, 6-5.
It doesn't matter where it ended, Bill.
Can I say
6-5.
Can I say something?
Don't matter. We
bad-
won, Caden.
Can
We
I say
won.
2 things? Firstly, you're extreme. You especially, you contributed nothing to this. Nothing, and you're a bad winner.
I'm the
You're a
hype
bad
man.
winner. You're a bad winner. You're the hype man. You are the hype man. You do nothing but that. You're the. I am. They've got under my skin now, and I would love it. And you know that's the second point. Second one is we're still. You know what? You still got to come to. You still got to come to. I would love it if we beat you. Love it. You've still got to get 4 points while we've only got to get 3, and I'll see you on that 10th game, and I'll see what you show up then. Tell you what, when he has an off day, you're screwed because you're carrying him.
Paternity's coming up.
Yes, you're carrying him. You are.
You are not going to the birth of your son if we've got a deadline game to win.
9-all.
They're gonna nip
Imagine
out.
9-all.
9-all. Ash gets a
Oh,
bell.
what a great quiz! What a great
Hold him
result.
in.
Ashley Green, well done, my friend.
Well done.
Let's move on to the letters. We've got a letter from Paul Hamilton. I think you've got the letter,
We got a
guys.
letter.
A letter.
Oh,
Well,
God.
comment, a YouTube comment.
There's font you can read here.
Yeah, I wasn't really printed it. That's right.
Another great podcast, lads. This is from Paul Hamilton. I'm a Colchester lad myself. Question: with the money being thrown around in the Saudi League, would you rather take a 1-year contract or win the Champions League? So I think what Paul's saying is, would you take like the Ivan Toney 400 grand a week and set yourself up in 1 year, or win the Champions League? I mean, it's a no-brainer. This surely.
Get me to Saudi.
Thing is, though, if you go and win the Champions League, you've got a contract in Saudi either way, haven't you?
No,
Scott
but this
Carson.
obviously says you haven't.
Scott Carson.
I know he's been linked.
I'm with you. I'll retirement.
Simon.
I reckon I'll take the money.
I think I'd take
No, is it win the Champions League?
But it's very vague because you could win the Champions League and have nothing to do. Like you could just be a
Yeah, you could also take a
goalkeeper.
1-year contract with Saudi and be like TNS guy.
Yeah, but I'd be happy doing that because I'm sat on the bench getting 400 grand a week.
No, the
doing that
TNS
for-
guy's not getting that, is he? The Welsh guy.
What?
You're assuming.
but
If you're saying the Champions League is vague, the
I
contract.
don't
the
think.
contract
you're
could
right,
be
I
vague.
don't think Paul's saying, do you want to go play in the Saudi League for £1,000?
Yeah, I also don't think he's saying, do you want to win the Champions League and sit on the bench?
Well, this is the problem, Paul.
Josh Robshaw was very specific on his question.
All right, then. Well, let's say you start in the Champions League final and you're getting Ivan Toney's wage. Then it is probably Champions League, isn't it?
Would your dad be more proud of you if you brought home 40 mil or a Champions League trophy?
Ooh.
Well, I'd be earning a fair bit if I brought home a Champions League trophy anyway.
Yeah, but also I'd just go, Dad, don't care about your pride. What car do you want? What watch do you want? What house do you want?
You're going Saudi.
It's tough because I'm a man about money.
I would have been when you said about principle. We're the complete opposite.
Says a lot about me. No, I don't know. I probably would be Champions League. It probably would be, but Saudi would be a thought definitely.
I would go Champions League.
If it were like Vinny Junior money that they were pretending was happening for £1 billion, then I'd go Saudi.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. There is a
$1 billion.
Just like they made up a number.
There is
£1 gazillion.
There are levels out there. If it got like
I'd take that.
stupid, like what they're offering.
You know what?
Neymar
I'd probably
and
go
stuff.
Saudi. Forget it. I'm off Saudi. I'm having the millions.
That
I might-
horrible lifestyle.
I don't care. For a year.
Apparently, it's not too bad. Apparently, it's not
I
too
don't have
bad.
to agree
Are
with
you-
it.
Oh, that horrible
Are you
lifestyle, mate, in
supporting?
Saudi
Are you
Arabia.
supporting everything that goes on over there?
Oh God! Here we go. Here we
Yeah,
I
go.
support my bank
can I just
account.
say that I would take a year in a favela if it meant I was getting £1 billion at the
The
end of it.
favelas look quite fun, actually.
Oh, right. Listen to that. That's a man with no knowledge.
Right,
whatsoever.
we will leave it there.
Yeah.
As always, like, subscribe, and follow. We're going to choose somebody who's left a comment in this week's podcast to win £25 site credit, like we always do every week. But yeah, good podcast,
Yeah,
everybody.
7-6.
Well done. Okay, let's focus on the quiz. Let's focus on the content.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. The content being us winning. It's always a pleasure, people. Never a chore. When you leave, close the door. See you next
Thanks,
week,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.